Hello everybody, Fenton here. Welcome back to Reverse Megabase. I finished off, in between sessions, I finished off the infinite chests for the purple science, the production tech cards, so that we can see this going in all of its glory. This was a nightmare, and I can only really apologise for Wednesday's episode because it was horrible. This is the worst thing to build in the entire game, like this. If it's too much for you, my recommendation is to just build a separate station for production module Mark 1s and a separate station for red belts and just ship them in automatically. The other concern is that this actually uses a lot more electronic components than I had anticipated. 7 belts. Not quite 7 belts because it actually underproduces productivity modules, but we overproduce science. So I'm thinking, after I squeezed in the train stations, there is still a lot of space here. I'm thinking I might have to do 2 train stations of electronic components, just so that the trains are not going in and out too frequently, just to reduce. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Today, it should be a much easier win of whatever this thing is called. Yellow tech cards. Utility tech cards, that's it. Because it's just processing units, don't get hit by a train. Processing units, low density structures, rocket fuel and blank tech cards. And that should be okay. I installed a mod. The train should go the colour of... Maybe I didn't do it properly. The trains should go the colour of the thing that's in them. But that might have to be a mod. That might have to be a thing. That might have to be an actual upgrade to the train. Do I have to research it? Whatever. I installed it as a mod because I like it as a mod, but I don't know if it's worked. Oh yes, it no, it hasn't worked. This was purple anyway because I made it purple myself. This one's worked. It's kind of worked. It's kind of worked. Anyway, not much to report really. I recorded the episode a bit late due to things happening in the real world and in my life. So it's actually Sunday morning for me now, and you'll be seeing this on Sunday afternoon. Fancy that. Quantum computers, let's do this. Utility tech cards. Put the prod modules in. I should just copy and paste the modules from somewhere else where I know it works. No, that's a silly idea. Because I don't know the spacing. So yes, please like and comment and subscribe, as you have been doing. Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. Less we talk about the excursion into chess videos, the better, he says, bringing up every single time. We would like 5,000 of these cards per minute. And we established, because they all have the same... I should have just copied this. Like, I really should have just copied this. All the cards in Krastorio have the same crafting time. So if they all have the max number of modules, then it was another 1, 2, 3... Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 singularity beacons and a half. And we'll just squeeze that one in there. That should be the right number. Yes, 6 of these. 6 of these in this configuration makes 5,016 per minute. Right, so that requires slightly more than half a belt Oh, okay. This is fine. If we just do it in 2 rows of 3, it's all good, right? Could I just copy and paste one of these? No, because these only have 3 ingredients. These have 4 ingredients. Did I not solve this? I thought I'd solved this problem already. Singularity tech is 3 ingredients. Advanced tech is 4 ingredients. No, I haven't done this. I haven't done this. This is why I'm doing this now. So utility and advanced tech will be the same-ish, although advanced tech cards need a lot more gear wheels and blank tech cards and batteries, so the numbers probably won't be the same. This is okay though. We can do 2 rows of 3 of this. I really need to remember to not... It's got rotational symmetry, but that doesn't actually work for the tiling. So this makes half of what we want. Yep, 2,508. So 1 belt of blank tech cards and then half belts of everything else will suffice. So we need train stations unloading, 2 belts. Yeah, 2 belts of everything and 4 belts of tech cards. Wait, what? Oh no, I'm doubling this, haven't I? I've selected the whole thing. Sorry, I am useless. I'm actually useless. This is why I really didn't want to actually make more Factorio content where I was winging it. Like the over-explained ones, I knew what I was talking about, and I would make sure I knew what I was talking about before I went in. These I just turned the game on and like, right, what are we doing today? And I'm not very good at that. I actually only need 1 belt of everything except and 2 belts of tech cards, but it's just about squeezing it in. So that can share a belt. The other thing can... I mean, these don't have to be here. I only put these here just because... I've done this design before. Yeah, that goes in like that, and then... Providing these aren't actually here, they are... wherever I said, here. Not quite. Why aren't my robots doing this? This works, doesn't it? That one can go there, because then that's just going like this, and like this, and this is just going straight in. This was half a belt of 2 things, and this was the other, which can be a full belt just because I've got the space. And I have a cough as well, my god. He's a shambles. He is a total shambles today. What is this? And I have a headache. I'm going to put 2 inserters down just to be sure. So this works, does it? Does it not? Does it not work? This is going to be the shortest episode ever. Maybe I'll do the advanced tech cards as well. Don't do that, do that. To simulate a full belt. So this is tech cards, because this needs a whole belt for sure. Blank tech cards, I should say. And then the others, it really doesn't matter. Rocket fuel and low density structures thankfully stack to 100 in Krastorio, so you don't have to worry about the sheer number of wagons that needs. I've not put space for an output. It's working. Where's the output going? It'd be nice if I'd standardise this in some way. Because what I've done here with the tech cards is put them where I would have been putting the output. Whereas there's no reason why the tech cards couldn't be doing this. Here. And I'm also using a loader. You use a loader or an inserter just depending on how much space you have. So like this, for example, you don't have enough space to load the tech cards in with the one inserter that would go here. Or if you moved this over a bit, which you could do, you would get two inserters there and there. But I still don't think that's actually enough. Oh, click the units button. It's alright, I know how to use a computer. No rates for this measure, because I then did this, didn't I? Yeah, this is saying 1.2 inserters, which means it's more like 2 inserters. Because of the speed of the belt and stuff like that, so that's why I'm doing this differently. Alright, so scrap this, scrap this. This actually needs to go here like this. And then this is an output here like this. And the other benefit of that is that you would get rid of these, put them up here instead, and then you could have one inserter facing both ways, which would vaguely do the belt balancing for you, sort of. Nope, they output on both sides. I don't know why I thought that was the case. I'll just do the thing. Oh, no, it is. It is doing that. No, go back to dropping far. I've broken it. Oh my god, my brain. No, of course not. Of course not. I'm actually going insane, just for the record. My brain is dying. So why, when this says drop near, does it still actually drop on the same side of the belt? Whereas when you change that one to drop near, it puts it on the bottom. We don't know. We just simply don't know. Science has not progressed that far. Alright, that was easy. 13-minute video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please remember to... No, I'm joking. Of course. This works, is the point. So get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of it, get rid of it all, get rid of it all. Here we go. That's the base. Cut. Keep that in the old clipboard. Whoa, don't do that. One day when I have the energy, I'll put logistics filters for every single intermediate item that I just don't want to have in my inventory. But no one's got time for that. As I've said before, it'd be nice if you could copy and paste this in the same way as blueprint strings. But maybe that's a technical limitation. There also seems to be no consistency with me as to the order of how things are coming into the train station. So, like... Oh no, they kind of are. They're coming in the order that I built the... No, that's not true. That's not true here. I was going to say that would make the AI cores and the singularity... Charge matter stabilizers, sorry, come in the top, and I've not done that there either. It really doesn't make any difference, let's be honest. This would look slightly neater if these belts didn't cross, but not by much. maybe I'll change that. So I put tech cards in on the top. Alright. Let's do that this way and see if it makes a noticeable difference. So there are actually two things coming in on the top. And it was the low density structures and the rocket fuel. In very few, quantity of very few. So this is overkill. We decided those will need to change at some point in the future. It's more like this. This is the one you want. So let me just build this. Take the infinity chests out so that it doesn't start unloading what we don't want. And then put them back as blank, just ready. And even 2 belts was... No, 2 belts is what we wanted, because we're gonna... No, 2 belts was overkill as well. Yeah, that's fine. Just like this. Okay, and then the next set goes... Don't need the radar. Goes as close as we can get it. Lined up with the train station like this. I don't know if I've done this bit on stream before. This is always the bit that I'll say I'll do off stream, because it takes me 3,000 hours to do the actual important bit. Then the next thing was tech cards, which does need to be 2 belts, but that is fine, that's still the same build. This will still unload 2 belts quite easily. And then the last thing was productivity? Processing units. I got as far as PR in my brain. And that can be a single belt as well. So that's actually all the same. I wonder if I could have easily squeezed this into one grid square, couldn't I? I made it double high because I was like, oh, it's got 4 ingredients, so I better... This one definitely wouldn't have done. You can see where these pylons are. I would never have squeezed the station in. And, as I say, I might change this to be 2 unloading stations of electronic components, just so the trains have to come in and out of the station half as often. Twice as many trains, but half as often. But I would have easily squeezed this in. Alright, well let's just do that then. Just put this down so I don't lose it from my clipboard, because I'm scared about losing it. How am I going to do this? How's the best way to do this? Come and take the rest of the cards, please. If you can. If you wouldn't mind. Trains. This is a scenario where the fact that they've unloaded differently is a pain. But that will obviously never happen in real life. Because now this is not going to be as empty as this. I'm more doing this just so the robots don't have to take 20,000 tech cards to the bin. Alright, while you're doing that, let me get the blueprint out for the regular station grid, and... yeah, it can just slot in, can't it? Yeah. So keep all of this, but get rid of... this is different. These aren't needed. This is different. And then this is not needed either. Why? Why is it so annoying to get rid of slight over? You see? Slight overhangs in train. Whatever. So you can't actually even be full because of how I've done this. That's okay. Tidy this up slightly. Get rid of this. And then this is mattered as well, so actually, oh no, I've got loads of I've got train fuel on me. I should have turned my own robots off before I started this. Matter cards need matter research data, which needs probably the same. It's probably going to end up being the same as this. So that one can actually go here, right above the matter card producer, which is kind of nice. Although it doesn't explain why I've decided to put the optimization cards here, which need the space data, which is going to have to come from somewhere else. But that's fine. Can these robots please come and take the... I'm not in a logistic zone, that's why I was going to say, can they come and take the radiation that is slowly killing me? Thank you. It's also an annoying noise. Alright, don't walk back into the green section, or otherwise all the logistics spots on their way will. I've only got 4,000 construction bots in the network, but I that's acceptable for now. Okay. And then just put this back. Correct. This should probably be part of the blueprint. But whatevs. Just make sure it's not called that so that train doesn't come halfway through this build. Okay, good. So you can easily get 4 unloading stations in, providing each thing needs less than 2 belts. 2 belts or fewer. You could even get 5 in. If any one of these needed 4 belts, it would not work. Or maybe one. If one of them needed 4 belts, you might be able to squeeze it in, I suppose. Okay. So what did we say? We said... rocket fuel or low density structures, doesn't really matter. The other one of the one that doesn't really matter. There it is. This was tech cards. And this was processing units. Okay, good. Easy life. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Alright, can bring this back now. Turn my robots back on, might help. And it can go... Well, let's double it up first. Beacon is in the way. I don't care. If this substation was here, would that be better? No, it's never going to cover the whole thing, is it? Alright, that's fine. Just put it back. Just put it back. I'm not annoyed I have left an extra gap here that I probably don't need ever. Because one build will need it, I guarantee you. Something I go to build will need it. And it will probably be like rocket fuel or something which get made in fuel refineries which are extremely inefficient. Crafting speed of 1. So in the end game when you're using, you know, advanced labs and advanced assembly machines and advanced research labs and everything's going at like 8 times the speed, the fact that you have to make rocket fuel at the same speed that you would make it in your very first rocket really, really slows you down. And yes, that was me who put, if you're a Krastorio super fan and you're on the Discord, yes, that was me who put that in the feedback form. Rocket fuel is extremely annoying to make in high quantities. Okay, where is this going? Just line it up with the top one? No, because that's 2 half belts. Line it up halfway between the top 2. We'll line it up with the output and bring everything down. I don't know what would look better. In my mind, it feels like it would look better to just have it completely centralized. But then that means some of the belts are going to go down and some of them will go up, which just doesn't look nice, where I'd rather them all go down. So maybe I will start... So like here, for example, This is really ugly, isn't it? I'm going to have to change that. I've actually decided I hate how it looks. Let me put it here like this, and all the belts can come down, and then if I can shove it off to the left once I realise that I've left too much space. Okay. These should reach, shouldn't they? They should reach quite far. Yeah, by quite a long way. I know it's the wrong way around, it's just there's no way to really do what I want there. And this one can go ever so slightly shorter. Was this 2 belts? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Each one needs 1 belt. Unpowered beacons will not be accounted for. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at planning ahead. That was right. I wanted two spaces between each so that I can have a splitter and an underground if I need it. That's the standard we're working towards. So then this one needs to be there. There? No, because this is going to have to come across one. And that's only a 1 space gap. Fenton, why don't you build with ghost prints first so that you don't make a mess? Why don't you make your own flipping YouTube channel and do what you want over there, yeah? No, I'm joking. That is a good point. I should probably do that. I do respect that. I know I just was flippant about it, but I do respect that because, especially in a game like Factorio, watching somebody else play it badly is just cringe. It is the sheer definition of cringe. Because you're watching it and you're just screaming, why are you doing it like this? Do it a different and better way. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That will just reach. Whoops. Will that reach? It will. Genius. Purple belts, am I right? No, that's the output. So look how much neater that looks compared to this fiasco. We can also just completely get rid of... I'll turn my bots off for this so they don't try and take all of this. They can just get rid of... I'll leave 1 tile as a courtesy. A courtesy tile. Thank you. Definitely do. The problem with doing it with ghosts is that I have to have everything on me. The reason I'm not doing it with ghosts is because everything is coming from a centralized location. I don't necessarily have all of those beacons, assembly machines, modules on me, even though I actually do. Um, the only way around that would be to, yeah, have everything on me, or disconnect it from the disconnect it from the construction network and then put. This is fine. It really doesn't make any difference in this scenario because we're on unlimited resources. There isn't, you know, there's no actual danger of robots taking everything from chests and putting it back, and builds not working because too many robots have taken the stuff. And a very simple courtesy balance there. Courtesy? That's the word of the day, Pee Wee Herman. You're too young. You're all far too young for that reference. This isn't a perfect balancer, of course not, but it's not necessary because it's not a full belt, and throughput is not a problem, and it's also then being redistributed here. That was easy, and it's 30 minutes. That's more like it, isn't it? That's more like it, folks. Is it working? It is working consistently. It's one belt is more than enough. Let's jack the game speed up. Production. Show me only card-related items, please. Production tech dips because it produces. The only way we could get it to work was for it to produce 5.2 thousand a minute. So when the chests get full, it stops, which seems to happen every now and then. Seems to be alright on a minute-by-minute basis. It's okay. Let's just leave it for 10 minutes at game speed 10, which is 1 minute. Fact fans. We'll just watch the average climb. Oh no. Oh, that's production tech cards happening again. So that went to 0, and then presumably a train just came in and... That's fine. That's acceptable. One of these trains will have just arrived and be full. That's the wrong colour. It was this one. There we go. Ah, and some tech. Thanks. 10 minutes. Singularity. Is that overproducing slightly as well? Or did something break for a moment? It is overproducing by 16, but that shouldn't cause that blip in there. That's concerning to me. But it might not necessarily be a problem. No path. Oh, yeah, I should probably rehook the, okay. I should probably hook this back up, shouldn't I? Straight. No. No. Buttons. Straight section. Yeah, it certainly will be overproducing if trains can't unload all of their stuff. These will just be sat here doing nothing now, so it will be overproducing. Alright, well that explains that one at least. Okay, that's connected up. Off they go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Let me turn all of this garbage off so that we can actually see what's going on. This does look a lot nicer than this, doesn't it? Well, maybe not a lot nicer. But this would involve me rearranging the train stations as well, which I probably should do because I also... Yeah, this needs changing. Like, this is ridiculous. Why did I do an 8-to-1 balancer like this? That is absurd. One belt of metadata, one belt of processing units, and 2 belts of tech cards. Yeah, that is ridiculous. But that's going to be an off-camera jobby. I'm going to call it a day on this one. I know that's quite short, but you know, you deserve a break after after Wednesday's fiasco. And I have a headache, and it's lunchtime, and I want to, and you can't stop me. Just yawning there for a bit, excuse me. Thank you so much for watching. Next time will be advanced tech cards. Slightly different because, as I say, the numbers are a bit different from utility tech. And we might have to make immersium gear wheels on site. Not making sulfur batteries or any electric engine units on site, absolutely not. We're just going to bring immersium plates in and make gear wheels on site, but that should be fine. Please make sure to like and comment and subscribe and all that jazz if you're having a good time. And I will see you next episode, which is Wednesday. Wednesday and Sunday, that's the schedule. I intend to stick to it. Hope you're alright. Take it easy. See you next time.